everyone, my name is Hanny Wulandari Fernanto, and welcome on this educational video on occupational safety and health, also known as K3. Workplace safety is not just a regulation, it's a culture. Together, we learn about why K3 matters and how everyone from employers to employees plays a vital role in keeping the workplace safe, healthy, and productive. Part 1. We're gonna learn about what is K3. K3 or Keselamatan dan Kesehatan Kerja is Indonesia's term for occupational safety and health. It is a system designed to protect everyone in the workplace from physical injuries like slips and machine accidents to long-term health issues like exposure to chemicals or work-related stress. But K3 is more than just wearing helmets or putting up warning signs. It's about building a work environment where people feel safe, respected, and cared for, both physically and mentally. Imagine this. A worker is on a construction site and is not given a harness while working at height. One small slip, it could cost all their life. Or a young employee in an office spend hours staring at a screen with no break, developing eye strain and back pain. Part of the situation could have been prevented with proper K3 practices. The importance of K3 becomes even more urgent when we look at the real-world statistics. According to the Health and Safety Executive in the UK, in the year 2016, more than 2 million workers reported illness or injuries that they believe were caused or worsened by their job. That's 2 million people who suffered because of basic safety protocols were not followed or understood. In Indonesia, the government has recognized how essential K3 is and has placed a strong set of regulations to ensure workplace safety is taken seriously. Indonesian laws supporting K3 includes: first, Law Number 1 of 1970 on occupational safety. Second, Law Number 13 of 2003 on employment. Third, Law Number 23 of 1992 on health. And the fourth is the 1945 Constitution, Article 5, 20, and 27. Indonesia also aligns with international standards, such as: first is OHSAS 18001 in the year of 1999, British-based global standard for safety system. Second one is ASNZS 4801 in the year of 2001, safety standard from Australia and New Zealand. These form the legal and ethical foundation for every company in Indonesia to implement effective safety practices. Part 2. The key components of K3. A proper K3 system includes several core elements. 1. Hazard identification and risk assessment. This is the first step, spotting anything that could cause harm in the workplace. It might be a slippery floor, a noisy machine, or even mental stress. Once hazards are identified, we assess the risk by asking, how likely is the danger, and how serious could it be? This helps us prioritize what needs fixing first. 2. Risk control measures. After identifying the risk, the next step is to control. We do this by: first, eliminating hazard where possible. Second, using PPE like helmets, gloves, and safety glasses. Third, creating safe SOPs. Fourth, installing fire safety equipment and preparing evacuation plans. PP is important, but it should be the last line of defense, not the only one. 3. Workplace health and safety training. A safety system is useless if no one understands it. That's why all employees must get free training, especially new workers, pregnant workers, and young workers under 18. Under Power 1998, only trained people are allowed to use work equipment, no exception. Training helps build not just skill, but awareness and confidence to work safely. 4. Monitoring and supervision. K3 is a continuous process. It doesn't stop after training. Workplaces need routine inspection, incident reporting, and regular safety meetings. Supervisors must make sure that rules are followed and that every risk is taken seriously. These 4 components, identifying, controlling, educating, and monitoring, are what make K3 a living system, not just a policy. When done right, they create a workplace where everyone can feel safe, supported, and focused. Part 3. Legal duties of the employers and employees. Both employers and the employees have legal responsibilities. Employers' duties: provide a safe and clean workplace, maintain machines and work tools, provide proper lighting, airflow, toilets, and rest spaces, prevent risks from noise, dust, chemicals, fire, and lifting, give employee free protective gear, report serious incidents to authorities. Employee rights: right to free PPE, right to refuse unsafe work without consequences, right to report safety concern, right to be consulted in safety decision, right to receive safety information and training. Employee responsibilities: protect your own safety and health, avoid putting coworker at risk, follow safety policies, and use equipment correctly. Report any injuries, strain, or unsafe condition. Notify your employer about health condition, for example, pregnancy and medication. In short, K3 is not just the employer's responsibility, it's everyone's. Employers must create a safe environment, but employees must also take safety seriously by following rules, reporting issues, and protecting one another. When both sides understand and carry out their duties, we don't just follow the law, we build a culture where safety becomes second nature. Because in the end, a safe workplace is a shared success. Part 4. Real-world application. Let's take a look on how K3 is implemented in different work environments. In office environments, office spaces may look safe on the surface, but they still carry risks, especially when ignored. K3 practices in offices focus on comfort, posture, and mental well-being. First, ergonomic furniture helps prevent back pain and fatigue. Second, proper lighting and ventilation reduce eye strain and keep the air fresh. Third, clearly marked emergency exit to ensure safe evacuation during emergencies. Fourth, for employees using screens, breaks are important. It's recommended to take a short pause every hour to rest the eyes and stretch the body. Fifth, K3 also includes addressing work-related stress through reasonable workloads and open communication. Even simple measures like organizing wires, ensuring clean floors, and maintaining silent zones contribute to workplace health. In factories or industrial workplaces, Factory environments involve high-risk equipment and materials, so K3 is absolutely critical here. Some key practices include mandatory use of PPE, helmets, gloves, masks, and ear protection depending on the task. Standard operating procedures, SOPs, must be displayed near machines, followed at all times. Dangerous machinery should be only used by trained personnel with supervision available on site. There should be first aid kits accessible, along with clear procedures for emergencies like chemical spills or fires. Regular equipment maintenance helps prevent unexpected malfunction. Safety is not just about protection, it's also about prevention. In construction sites, construction work involves many physical hazards, such as working at height, using heavy equipment, and exposure to falling objects. K3 implementation in the sector must be strict. Workers must wear full protective gear, including safety boots, helmets, harnesses, and reflective vests. Fall protection systems such as guardrails or safety nets are essential when working at elevated places. Every workday should begin with a safety briefing reminding workers of potential hazards and safe practices. Restricted zones should be clearly marked to keep unauthorized personnel away from danger. Manual lifting tasks must follow proper techniques and use equipment to reduce injury. In high-risk environment like this, even a small mistake can be fatal, so constant K3 discipline is non-negotiable. Whether you are in a quiet office or an active construction site, K3 looks different, but the goal is always the same: to protect people, reduce risk, and ensure that every worker returns home safely at the end of the day. Because no job is worth more than your health and safety. Part 5. Common Hazard and Prevention. Workplace hazards come in many forms. Let's go over some of the most common workplace hazards and how to avoid them. First, slips, trips, and falls. This is one of the most frequent causes of injuries, and it often happens because of things we don't notice, like wet or uneven floors, loose cable, poor lighting, and cluttered walkways. Prevention: clean spills immediately, use warning signs for wet floors, ensure proper lighting, and keep workspaces tidy. 2. Work-related stress. Stress may not leave a bruise, but it can seriously affect mental health, focus, and physical energy. It can come from unrealistic deadlines, poor communication, or even workplace bullying. Prevention: promote open dialogue between staff and management, balance workloads, offer mental health support or counseling, recognize signs of burnout early. 3. Lifting heavy objects the wrong way can lead to back injuries, muscle strains, or joint problems. Prevention: train worker on proper lifting techniques. Use tools like trolleys or forks lifts. Ask for help with heavy or awkward items. 4. Computer screen strain. For desk workers, eye strain, headaches, and posture issues are common due to long hours in front of screen. Prevention: follow the 20-20-20 rules. Every 2 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Use ergonomic chairs and desk setups. Take short breaks and stretch regularly. Request free eye tests if screen use is a major part of your job. This hazard may seem small at first, but when ignored, They can lead to serious injuries, health issues, and even legal consequences. That's why prevention must be part of our everyday routine, not just during inspection or emergencies. When we stay alert and take action early, we don't just protect ourselves, we protect our whole team. Let's remember, work safely, stay healthy, and be productive with K3. Thank you for watching and stay safe.